After 60, your kidneys are no longer the silent workhorses they once were. They grow more fragile, more sensitive to the foods you eat every single day. Many seniors believe they are eating healthy, choosing salads, fruits, or whole grains. Yet not all of these so-called healthy foods are truly safe for aging kidneys. The truth is, what once helped your heart or bones may quietly harm your kidneys now. I know you want to stay active, enjoy dinners with family, and keep your independence without hospital visits. That's why today, I'll reveal 7 essential foods that can protect your kidneys after 60. Simple, familiar ingredients you can find in every American grocery store. Foods that reduce inflammation, ease blood pressure, and keep your energy strong. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to put on your plate to safeguard your kidneys, your strength, and your future. When it comes to protecting your kidneys after 60, few foods are as powerful as fatty fish. Salmon, mackerel, sardines, or tuna. These fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, known as EPA and DHA. Omega-3s reduce inflammation, protect kidney blood vessels, lower blood pressure, and improve circulation. That combination is exactly what aging kidneys need. Unlike red meats loaded with saturated fat, fatty fish provides high-quality protein that maintains muscle without placing the same toxic stress on your kidneys. Consider Helen Hall, a 62-year-old grandmother from Ohio. For years, Helen believed she was eating healthy, relying on chicken and beef as her main protein sources. But her doctor noticed her blood pressure was creeping up, and her kidney labs weren't ideal. Helen felt tired most afternoons and thought, "This must be age." Then her dietitian suggested a simple change: swap 2 beef dinners each week for salmon or tuna. At first, Helen hesitated. Fish felt like a special occasion meal, not everyday food. Still, she gave it a try. 2 months later, Helen noticed a difference. Her energy improved, her blood pressure eased, her digestion felt lighter. She didn't feel heavy or sluggish after meals. Her doctor explained that omega-3s were reducing hidden inflammation, helping her heart pump more efficiently, and lowering the silent stress on her kidneys. Helen still enjoyed chicken occasionally, but she discovered that a salmon fillet with roasted vegetables left her satisfied and energized, not drained. Fatty fish is also easy to include in everyday American meals. Salmon fillets can be grilled on a backyard barbecue. Tuna can be mixed into a simple lunch salad, and sardines can be paired with whole grain crackers for a snack. These are not exotic foods. You'll find them in every grocery store, fresh or canned, even on a budget. Canned salmon or tuna in water offers the same kidney-protective omega-3s. The lesson is simple. After 60, your kidneys need allies that fight inflammation and support circulation. Fatty fish gives that support in a familiar, delicious form. Try adding it twice a week, and you may notice more energy, steadier blood pressure, and kidneys that quietly thank you each day. But fish is just the beginning. Next, we turn to sweet, colorful fruits that bring their own unique kidney-protecting power. After salmon and tuna, let's turn to something sweet and colorful: berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and cranberries. They may look like simple fruits, yet for aging kidneys, they are powerful protectors. Rich in antioxidants, such as anthocyanins and ellagic acid, they fight oxidative stress that silently damages kidney tissue. Unlike bananas or oranges, berries are naturally low in potassium, making them safer for seniors who need to watch their levels. Cranberries bring a special benefit. They prevent bacteria from clinging to the urinary tract, reducing infections that often spread to the kidneys. Meet Thomas Allen, a 69-year-old retired teacher from Florida. For decades, Thomas started each morning with orange juice and a banana. Quick, familiar, routine. But at his annual checkup, his doctor noted high potassium and early kidney strain. Thomas was shocked. He thought fruit was always healthy. His dietitian offered a gentle swap. Replace the juice and banana with a handful of blueberries in his oatmeal and snack on dried cranberries in the afternoon. Skeptical at first, Thomas tried. Within weeks, he felt lighter, less bloated, and his energy stayed steady through the day. At his next visit, his numbers had improved. Thomas even grew creative, adding raspberries to smoothies, tossing strawberries into salads, and enjoying frozen blueberries on hot afternoons. What began as a restriction turned into discovery, that is, the gift of berries. They don't feel like medicine, but they quietly protect your kidneys, reducing inflammation, supporting circulation, and offering a sweet, colorful boost. They fit naturally into American life, stirred into breakfast, blended into a shake, or served in holiday desserts, fresh or frozen. They are affordable, available, and enjoyable. So after 60, think of berries not only as treats, but as daily protection for your kidneys. Add them to your plate, and you may feel the difference in your energy and health. And while fruits bring sweetness, the next food on our list adds color and flavor in a completely different way, helping you replace salt while keeping every meal delicious. Now let's move to a vegetable that brings both color and health: red bell peppers. For seniors after 60, these bright peppers are more than decoration on a plate. They are loaded with vitamins A, C, and B6, along with antioxidants like lycopene and quercetin. These compounds protect your cells from damage, boost immunity, and reduce inflammation. Most importantly, red bell peppers are naturally low in potassium. That makes them kidney-friendly compared to tomatoes, potatoes, or oranges, which can quietly raise potassium levels and strain aging kidneys. Meet Carol Rivera, a 67-year-old grandmother from Arizona. Carol loved cooking big family meals, but her doctor warned her to cut back on salt after her blood pressure began climbing. "Food without salt tastes flat," Carol sighed. She tried to follow instructions, but her dishes felt bland, and she often returned to sprinkling salt at the table. Then a dietitian suggested using colorful vegetables, especially red bell peppers, as flavor builders. Carol was doubtful at first. How could a vegetable replace the taste of salt? But she experimented. Instead of adding extra salt to her scrambled eggs, she sautéed diced red peppers with onions. For dinner, she stuffed bell peppers with rice, beans, and herbs. Soon her family noticed the difference. Meals tasted fresh, sweet, and vibrant, without needing the salt shaker. Carol's blood pressure improved, and she felt proud she could care for her health, while still cooking dishes her grandchildren enjoyed. That is the secret of red bell peppers. They make healthy eating enjoyable. Their natural sweetness enhances flavor. Their nutrients fight inflammation, and their low potassium protects kidneys. You can roast them, toss them into salads, or blend them into sauces. They are affordable, available year-round, and fit perfectly into classic American meals, from omelets to barbecue sides. So after 60, think of red bell peppers not only as colorful vegetables, but as natural seasonings that let you eat well without excess salt. By choosing them often, you protect your heart, ease the burden on your kidneys, and keep food joyful. Next, we'll explore two humble vegetables, cabbage and cauliflower. They offer a surprising ability to lighten the kidney's workload in ways you might not expect. Cabbage and cauliflower may seem ordinary, but after 60, they become quiet protectors of your kidneys. Both are rich in fiber, vitamin C, folate, and special plant compounds that help the liver neutralize toxins, easing the strain on aging kidneys. They are naturally low in potassium and phosphorus, making them safer than starchy vegetables like potatoes, which can raise potassium and quietly stress kidney function. Mashed cauliflower, for instance, can replace mashed potatoes at dinner. Comforting, but without the hidden risk. Meet Gary Simmons, a 67-year-old from Michigan. Gary grew up loving traditional family meals, and meatloaf with mashed potatoes was his favorite. During a routine checkup, his doctor explained that his kidney numbers were slipping and advised him to limit high-potassium foods. Gary felt discouraged. To him, comfort food meant connection with family, especially Sunday dinners with his children. Giving it up felt like losing part of himself. Then his dietitian offered a simple idea: swap potatoes for mashed cauliflower, flavored with garlic and olive oil. Skeptical, Gary tried. To his surprise, the texture was creamy, the taste rich, and with herbs, it satisfied his craving. His family enjoyed it too, and no one missed the heavy potatoes. Encouraged, Gary began adding cabbage stir-fries to weekday meals and coleslaw to summer barbecues. Over time, he noticed less bloating, lighter digestion, and more stable lab results. Healthy eating no longer felt like punishment. It became a discovery of new traditions. That is, the strength of cabbage and cauliflower. They lighten the kidney's workload, while keeping food familiar and enjoyable. They fit seamlessly into American kitchens, from casseroles and soups to picnic sides. Affordable and available all year, they prove that kidney-friendly eating doesn't mean boring or restrictive. So after 60, think of cabbage and cauliflower not as plain vegetables, but as smart substitutions that protect your kidneys without sacrificing taste. Coming up, we'll highlight two flavor makers, garlic and onions. They can transform simple meals into dishes full of life, helping you cut salt while still savoring every bite. Garlic and onions may seem like simple kitchen staples, but after 60, they can become lifesavers for your kidneys. The challenge many seniors face is sodium. Too much salt raises blood pressure, damages delicate kidney vessels, and accelerates decline. Yet when you cut salt, food often tastes bland. That's where garlic and onions step in. They add deep flavor without sodium. Both contain sulfur compounds that fight inflammation, boost circulation, and protect against oxidative stress. Garlic even helps regulate cholesterol, while onions support immunity and digestion. Together, they turn healthy meals from boring to satisfying. Take Pamela White, a 61-year-old from North Carolina. Pamela loved cooking for her church group, but struggled when her doctor told her to cut down on salt. "Everything tastes dull without it," she said. At first, she bought salt substitutes, but they left a metallic aftertaste. Then her daughter suggested a different approach: sauté garlic and onions at the start of each meal. Pamela tried it in her pasta sauce, in her stir-fried vegetables, and even in her Sunday roast chicken. The results surprised her. Meals became fragrant, flavorful, and filling. She no longer reached for the salt shaker. Over time, her blood pressure dropped and her energy improved. Friends at church commented on how delicious her dishes tasted, even though she had reduced sodium dramatically. Pamela felt empowered. She was protecting her health without losing the joy of cooking and sharing meals. That is the beauty of garlic and onions. They are inexpensive, available everywhere, and fit into nearly every cuisine. You can roast them, caramelize them, blend them into soups, or use them raw in salads. They help you cut salt without sacrificing taste, making every bite a win for your kidneys and your heart. So after 60, think of garlic and onions, not just as seasonings, but as tools of protection. They let you enjoy food fully while keeping blood pressure in check and easing stress on your kidneys. Next, we'll explore another staple of the American kitchen: olive oil. More than a cooking fat, it offers anti-inflammatory power that supports both heart and kidney health. Olive oil may seem like just another cooking fat, But after 60, it can become one of the smartest choices you make for your kidneys. Unlike butter or margarine, olive oil is rich in monounsaturated fats and polyphenols, natural compounds that fight inflammation and protect blood vessels. By reducing oxidative stress, olive oil helps ease the strain on your heart and kidneys. It also supports healthy cholesterol levels and improves insulin sensitivity, both critical for seniors at risk of diabetes and high blood pressure, the two biggest threats to kidney health. Meet Alice King, a 66-year-old retired librarian from California. Alice had always cooked with butter, a habit passed down from her mother. She loved baking pies and sautéing vegetables in butter. But her doctor grew concerned as her cholesterol and blood pressure crept higher. Alice feared she would have to give up the comfort foods she loved. Then a nutrition workshop at her community center introduced her to extra virgin olive oil. They explained how Mediterranean countries used it daily, not as a luxury, but as a foundation of healthy living. Skeptical but curious, Alice replaced butter with olive oil in small ways, drizzling it over roasted vegetables, using it in salad dressings, and even baking with it in place of margarine. To her surprise, the flavors were rich and satisfying. Within months, her blood pressure improved, her cholesterol numbers dropped, and she felt lighter after meals. Her doctor praised the results, but Alice was happiest knowing she hadn't lost the joy of cooking. She had simply found a healthier ingredient. That is the gift of olive oil. It makes kidney-friendly eating simple and enjoyable. It blends into everyday American meals, from scrambled eggs to grilled chicken, while delivering quiet protection. Affordable bottles of extra virgin olive oil are now available in every grocery store, making it an easy upgrade for nearly any household. So after 60, think of olive oil not as just fat, but as medicine in a bottle, fighting inflammation, protecting blood vessels, and reducing kidney stress. And as valuable as olive oil is, one final food completes the picture: egg whites, a pure source of protein that supports strength without burdening the kidneys. Egg whites may be the simplest food, yet after 60, they can be one of the most powerful for your kidneys. Unlike whole eggs, which contain phosphorus in the yolk, egg whites deliver pure, high-quality protein without the burden. Your muscles still need strength, but aging kidneys cannot handle overload. Egg whites fuel repair and energy, while keeping phosphorus and fat low. Gentle, safe, and versatile. They fit easily into breakfasts, lunches, or even baked dishes. Think of them as a clean canvas. You can scramble them with vegetables, whisk them into an omelet, or stir them into oatmeal for extra protein. For those on a budget, cartons of liquid egg whites in every grocery store make it simple and affordable. And this brings us to the bigger picture. You've now seen how everyday foods, fatty fish, berries, peppers, cabbage, cauliflower, garlic, onions, olive oil, and egg whites work together to protect kidneys after 60. None are exotic or costly. They are simple choices that, when used consistently, lighten the kidney's load, lower inflammation, and preserve energy. The lesson is clear. Protecting your kidneys is not about restriction, but about smart swaps. Each plate is an opportunity. Trade butter for olive oil, potatoes for cauliflower, or salt for garlic and peppers. Small choices, repeated daily, build strength, stability, and freedom. So here's my encouragement. This week, add just one of these foods to your meals. Over time, those small steps will protect your kidneys, restore energy, and give you more years of independence and joy. And